Good morning to everybody. This is Logesswari from RMDEC College, working as an assistant professor in CSE department. In the computer networks lecture series, in this topic we are going to discuss about switching techniques. So let's move on to the topic. So before going to the concept of what is meant by switching, so switching is used to connect more number of nodes where you can able to extend the network to one level up. That is the main objective of using switching. So instead of if you can't able to cover the network using topology, you can go for switching. So that is the main objective of using the switching. Switches is also one of the gateway. Okay, so actually we have three different types of switchings are available: circuit switching, message switching, and packet switching. So this is said to be the circuit switching. So in this circuit switching, the most common application of circuit switching is the telephone applications. So here the caller and the receiver has to use one common path to that is the path is dedicated to that between the sender and the receiver. So between the caller and the receiver, so it won't be disturbed by others. So that is said to be the circuit switching. So in the circuit switching technique, that directly connects the sender and the receiver in the unbroken path. It implies that the path is dedicated between the sender and the receiver. No one should interfere in between them. So that is the concept of the circuit switching. So, okay. So with this type of switching, once a connection is established, a dedicated path will be exist both ends until the connection is terminated. So the routing decisions must be made when the circuit is first established, but there are no decisions are made after that time. So circuit switching operates at same as it is in the telephone network. So the complete end-to-end path must be existed. So and then afterwards, all the data packets should take the same path. So that is the main concept behind the working concept behind the circuit switching. Though each and every data packet doesn't take different paths, it will take only one common path. Once a connection has been initiated and it is completed, that until you send the acknowledgement to the receiver, that means this packet has been received. So afterwards, it will go to the, it will once it is it will complete the data transfer, it will terminate the connection so that others will use that connection. Okay. So advantages of switching are, so the communication silence once is dedicated, it is dedicated only, no one will interfere during the communication. Second one is disadvantages are each and every packet has to wait for some long time because each and every packet is using same common path, so they have to wait for a long time. So that is given the first disadvantage as possible long way to establish the connection, as well as so whenever we are making the connection, the particular node has to get the permission from the all along the paths, the nodes which are present all along the paths, so they has to get the connection. And then second disadvantage is implementation cost is very higher, more expensive than the other switching techniques, and then inefficient use of the communication channel because the channel is not used when the connected systems are not using it. So because if the thing is that it is if they are reserved before itself, but the communication is not taken place, means the entire reservation itself is wastage. That is, it's given as inefficient use of communication channel. Next one is the message switching. So in this message switching, so there is no need to establish a dedicated path. When the station has a message, it will send all along the node. When each node receives the entire message, stores it on the disk and transmits the message to the next node. This type of network is called as the store and forward. Store and forward means if that particular node is busy, means it will wait for some sort of time, it will store it and then it will forward it. Okay. So this is the message switching as you can see here. So this is the path. So in message switching, each and every node can take their own path. Unlike circuit switching, it does not take a dedicated path, it will take own path. Okay, so that is given in this diagram. So what are the advantages is that channel efficiency is very greater, traffic congestion is reduced. Yes, obviously it is reduced because each and every node is taking different parts, so automatically it will be reduced, and message priorities can be established due to store and forward technique, and broadcasting can be achieved with use of broadcast address. Disadvantage is that it's not compatible with interactive applications, and then the store and forward devices are very expensive to hold the messages. So next we go for the packet solution is a solution. It is a packet switching is a third variation of a switching. So in this, it is a tries to combine both the advantages and the advantages of the message switching and the circuit switching to minimize the disadvantages of the both. So in the sense, it will use some better concepts from the message as well as from the circuit switching. So there are two methods of packet switching are there. One is the datagram and the virtual circuit. As you can see that the first thing is that it will reserve some resources before doing the communication. Second is that it will take different paths to reach the network. It won't take the same path. Okay. So the message is broken into a common called as packets. Each packet is tagged with the source and destination address. Packets are strictly defined with a maximum length. They can be stored in memory instead of the disk. Also, the transmission speeds between the nodes are also optimized. So here in this technology, the packets are generally accepted onto the network based on the first come first served basis. If the network becomes overloaded, automatically the packets will be delayed or dropped. Okay. So the datagram switching is also same as it is of the message switching. So each packet will have their own addressing information, as well as it will take different paths to reach the network. It will have each with the same destination address, do not follow the same route. It will make come at the out of order sequence, and finally it will make arrange them in the in order, and then it will reach it to the destination. Okay. So next to final concept is the virtual circuit switching. It is a variation of the packet switching. Here a pre-planned route is established. A pre-planned route means, so before itself the planning will be determined, and then based upon the planning only we will send the data packet. So a logical connection will be established, and then the sender receiver will send back the acknowledgement, and the receiver if he agrees on the commercial parameters. Okay. So here the virtual circuits implies the acknowledgements, flow control, error control. So all of them are reliable. So in virtual circuit, a route between the station does not mean that there is a dedicated path as same as it is in the circuit switching. Okay. So these are all the main advantages, like a packet can send in arrive in orders and duplicates or omissions with no order. And then advantages of packet switching are packet switching is very cost effective because switching devices do not require a secondary storage, offers improved delay latencies and can be derouted. So these and all very easy only. You can study by yourself. Just go through the advantages. Doesn't require any long explanation to do that. Okay. So and then we have some disadvantages. That main thing is that it is very implementation is very complex. It will add some initial cost while doing the implementation. If the packet is lost, the sender needs to do the retransmit. It can't able to recover the data. Another disadvantage is that quality. So the quality in the sense it will have some little delay, like in voice conversations and moving images, because these are very time sensitive information messages. Like if we are watching any movie, if that voice is mismatched or voice is delayed, means it is entirely waste to watch that particular movie, right? So that is the main disadvantage of using packet switching. Thank you, students.